What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Prime Ronaldinho, the 94 left wing. We've used his base, we've used his mid, and I am very happy to get my hands onto this Prime card. As we all know from the channel, we love Ronaldinho, and hopefully we do get a version of him at some point out of any Icon SBC, any SBC that wants to come out that is just him entirely, or obviously a Moments that would be absolutely fantastic. So we are just waiting to either pack him or get any sort of version of him at this moment in time. He is a 5-star, 4-star. He is around about 7.3 mil on the Xbox and PlayStation, and a whopping 11 mil on the PC. High-low on the work rates, 5'11" with the right foot. And if you do enjoy these videos, make sure you do like and subscribe with the notifications brought on. We are going to be trying to get all of the icons reviewed, so we are absolutely kicking this into the next gear. In terms of what we've got then, finesse shot, flair, pretty standard. Obviously Ronaldinho's flair and finesse shot trait normally comes in handy. We saw in his mid the other day that he is a absolute demon outside the box, and I can imagine this card's going to be exactly the same. He genuinely just absolutely slaps it. He's got great dribbling on him, very close control, nice and agile. Passing is normally pretty fantastic. Shooting is always up there. The pace is brilliant, and he does have a little bit of physicality. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into him and see what my man can do. Straight into Dino. Find a little bit of dribbling with him. Lovely little cutback. Heel to heel. Goes for the whopping. Goes for the finesse really far outside the box. And offside, unfortunately. He's just naturally very good. And in general, I do just enjoy playing with this card. He is that sort of player that I'm okay with, just to try to really put in a decent amount of effort with him, as he just is effortless when you come to play with him. Like, I'm not, like I say, a massive skiller, but what he can do with the ball is just absolutely phenomenal, and he makes me look twice as good as I am. Like, genuinely, like that, it went through his legs. He just managed to literally just walk past people, and he's got the ball back, and genuinely, that is just naturally what he can do. Oh, here we go. This guy is absolutely finished. Oh, I thought we might have been able to get the double roll there, but unfortunately, keeper was out just a bit quicker than what I anticipated. He's passed it to Dalglish. I feel like he's done anyway, and that is the third, and I think the nail in the coffin. Dina's going to find the inside for Dalglish. Going to look back for him. Goes for that finesse. I don't know if he was offside at that point. It doesn't look like he was. Oh, and Hugo Sanchez lets it roll. Ronaldinho goes for the shot into Stegen. Very easy shot. Shows no signs of cracking there. Dino with a finesse. Oh, it's a good block. I had a little bit more time than I anticipated. I thought somebody would come in a kind of attack, but they do sit back a little bit, and literally had so much time that I didn't even know where to kind of shoot with him. He is just naturally very good at pushing forward. And again, finds Hugo Sanchez. We're going to try and find it back to him. Oh, nearly. Just a little bit more of a tap, and he might have been able to get a penalty there. I think the one thing with Dino as well is that he can play so many different roles. You can, as you see, be very effective in terms of the left wing sort of role, just constantly cutting in. Not the greatest of shots, but you know that it actually works, and he can do it very efficiently. You could then move over to the right hand side. You could move over to a cam, a centre forward. We've even used him somewhat as a centre mid, but more as an attacking centre mid. So it is not necessarily. It is more of a cam, if anything. He just kind of starts from a centre mid role, so it's not necessarily a box to box sort of midfielder like Matthias, but you know that he can do it. And then even centre forward striker still manages to kind of have the same sort of output. So it is a very useful card in terms of that, whereas some people just physically can only do either the striker or centre forward role. He has that multiple threat where he can do a hell of a lot. As we find it through here, he's gonna go for that finesse, but a great block from ter Stegen. Oh, snapshot past the defenders nearly. Oh, there it is. This has got to be the run. Oh, he's put himself so wide. Oh, and he nearly gets it. I was hoping for a Ronaldo chop more than a fake shot inside, and unfortunately, we are giving it. Left foot. Oh, it rolls past ter Stegen, and he makes the save again. It's phenomenal goalkeeping. We have had so many shots, not necessarily the most kind of convincing shots, but we have definitely put enough past him to really have him there, and I didn't want to go to Ronaldinho. He was offside, but Dalglish was perfectly open. Ronaldinho, this is his time. Left foot across goal, and he does it. In the space of 2 minutes, we've managed to go from 1-1 to 2-1, and Ronaldinho is going to seal the bag this time. Oh, Ronaldinho nearly going for that kickoff sweat. Matthias controlling that midfield as always, finding a Dino, and he's gonna go and lob him. What an assist, what a goal. You cannot argue with this pairing, and they are both phenomenal. So going into the overall for Ronaldinho then, honestly, there isn't too much to say to overall with him, because he is what you expect him to be. He's a 10 out of 10. I'd give him 11 if I could. He is just phenomenal. He passes, pace, shooting, dribbling, physical, everything about him is spectacular. Yes, I may be a tad little bit biased to some extent, but I don't exaggerate how good he makes you feel when playing the game, because just one skill move, he gets it so right, because his agility is so good, and I think his actual dribbling, he's got a very specific kind of animation for it, which is very just his own. Him and Neymar have the very same, where every little individual touch does absolute wonders for you, and it's hard to explain. I can imagine pros could probably explain it a hell of a lot better in terms of the mechanics side of it, but in terms of dribbling, he just emulates your skill a little bit better. I'm an okay skiller, nothing too fancy whatsoever, never claimed to have the ability of someone like an R9 Rye, but I have somewhat a little bit of skill, and he just makes it look 10 times better. The flair on it, obviously being the name, he just is spectacular with it. So there isn't too much about him. Yes, he is a massive price tag, and I think 7 mil is never worth a player, but I think Ronaldinho, R9, Hullet, they are that price for a reason, and that is why they are the elite of the elite. Yes, once we get to team of the season, team of the year, there is going to be more players of that sort of caliber again. The team of the season Mbappe's, the team of the season Messi, Ronaldo's if we get them, the team of the year Messi and Ronaldo's if we get them. They are at that level because they have them stats, like they are there now. Mbappe could definitely do a lot of what Ronaldinho can do. I think Ronaldinho has a different role to Mbappe, but even for instance like a right wing Messi, if you get him team of the year, he is the same caliber then. It's just kind of then based on animations of what suits your game style almost. And I think Ronaldinho definitely for me suits mine down to the ground, because I just try and get him into the team as much as possible. So I've naturally always been playing with him as much as I can. Messi does again fit into the side on the right, and he does wonders for me. Obviously the chem style you're going to be looking for is going to be that Hawk, which would give you a 95 left wing, 95 centre forward, 94 cam, 91 striker, and he can play literally any position here. From cam upwards, he can do it all. Like genuinely can do it all with no problem whatsoever. It gives you that pace increase, the fine lies on the shooting, and then a little bit more physicality. Everything else is absolutely sorted. So he is 100% a 10 out of 10. Phenomenal player. Let me know what you think. And we've done Ronaldinho, so now we wait for that prime moment.